The University of Detroit Mercy presents another brand new episode of Ask the Professor. Today's program was recorded using Zoom video conferencing technology.
The University Tower chimes, ringing another session of Ask the Professor, the show on which you match wits with University of Detroit Mercy professors in an unrehearsed session of questions and answers. I'm your host, Matt Maggio, and let me introduce to you our panel for today. Who do we got here? Well, I see Professor James Balfour Tubbs has joined us.
Here he is. How are you doing, Matt?
Pretty good. Someone texted, I texted somebody today, Jim, and they were like, they gave me the whole new phone, who dis, and I wasn't even trying to be funny. I responded, it is I, and I didn't mean to be, obstinate with them. It was more like, hey, Jeremiah. So when you say, here I am, there it is. That's all I can say. What's been going on, Jim?
Oh, too much. It's
too bad.
A busy week.
It's been a long week.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. It always gets better with time. That's what we say. Professor Mara Livezey is here from Chemistry and Biochemistry.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fabulous. I am now into my third decade.
Oh, that's right. Since we last saw you, you've come into the 30s, huh?
That's right. And then 2 days later, I hurt my back. So that's life.
Perfectly timed. Was that part of the whole rearrangement of your landscaping?
It wasn't. That was actually part of the home improvement process that happened after resurfacing our deck in the back.
I see. Yeah, so you can expect that back thing to be an issue basically for the rest of your life. Let's move on.
I'm looking forward to it.
As my brother always says, because he's always lifting heavy stuff for whatever reason, it's just but it's when I get up out of a chair, that's when everything goes haywire, So.
Exactly.
Professor Dave Chow is here with us from his art closet.
As always. So no, it's all good. It's all nice, cozy, comfy, and we didn't lose power here yet. Not yet. I know, it's scary out there. So
you see the DTE truck is right down the street from you.
I know, all too well. It beats the sewer trucks, because they turned off the water on me last week.
Oh, good.
Ugh.
Did you not pay your bill?
No, they were fixing the sewer pipe. I wish they'd give us a little bit of a warning before I go flush the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Absolutely crazy. Professor Dan Maggio is here. I'm marking sort of where you all are, knowing where, in my mind's eye, where most of you are in the reflection from how dark it is outside in some of your homes.
Yes.
It's a little bit rainy right now.
I'm seeing the same sky that you, your mother, and Dave charts.
Right.
Yeah. The mean streets of Berkeley.
And actually probably Mara too.
Yeah, I think
we're
not great out there.
No.
Not too far either.
It's going to be
yes,
sort of raining for the rest of the night is what I hear, huh?
I've heard the same.
I see.
But they lie all the time. So you never know.
Sure. Professor Kendra Evans is here, also from Chem and Biochem.
Hi.
What's shaking?
I was thinking about the rain. I don't think it's rained here in 3 weeks. I mean, not a drop. And so today, the people came to work on our chimney and several places around our house, and everything is all moved out, and there's scaffolding everywhere, and everything's. Well, it rained, and so they had to stop right in the middle. And it's of course Friday, so now it's a longer time, and there's bricks, holes in the front of our house with no bricks in them. So anyway, just thought it was ironic, if we can use that word, that this would be the day that it finally rains.
Is this like a tuck pointing situation, as they say?
Yeah, I mean, really the top of our chimney has to be completely redone. And then I guess they used to install chimneys completely incorrectly in 1985 in my neighborhood, because everybody's chimney has to be redone. So they're putting some limestone something on the top, make sure it's better. I don't know.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure Santa Claus gets down there fine. That's all.
Well, right. You have to have a good pathway, right? You don't want bricks crumbling off and blocking the passage. So.
Right. Professor Jason Roche is here with us today from Communication Studies.
Happy to be here. Can you guys hear me, or am I muted still?
You're good. You're
You're
good.
Hey, good.
I think we picked up on little Jeremiah in the background there too.
Yes.
Yep. What's going on, Jason?
Rock'em sock'em robots, blowing things up with Legos, that kind of thing. What about you guys?
The world of pandemic. What can I say?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We're graced
glad to
with.
have Amazon.
Oh yeah, well that's goes without saying, right?
Mhm.
I love the marketing ploy in the recent commercials, Jason, where it's just basically kids freaking out when they see the logo on the side of a box that gets delivered to their house.
Yeah.
Like they know their place in society.
Based on real life.
Mm-hmm. Or I know it's an old joke, but I can't help myself. Oh, good, we're being rejoined by a couple of the people I thought we lost. Somebody said that their spouse was telling them to take the garbage out. And the other spouse said, don't worry about it. I've been filling Amazon boxes with it and leaving them on the porch, and people have been stealing. It's like, oh, that's a great line. I love it. I love it. So we're being graced again by the lovely visage of my mom, Dee Mayo, who asked to be on the show. So we're happy to have you here again, Mom.
Hello.
Having raised me and apparently well sports last time. So thanks for coming on.
You're welcome. Disgusting anecdotes are available for a fee.
This is a program where you can send us questions regarding anything. If you stump the panel, you win a prize. If you don't stump the panel, you win a prize. You can send us the questions in a number of ways. You can email us at atp@udmercy.edu. Reach us on the web at udmercy.edu/atp. Find us on Facebook or listen on your favorite smart speaker by asking it to play Ask the Professor at University of Detroit Mercy. When last we left our heroes, we had this wonderful set of questions from Julie Elder of Poughkeepsie, New York. So we'll continue with those. 5 items, and you need to find what their commonality is. And we'll see what we can do with this. Cinnamon Queen, Cream Leg Bar, Sicilian Buttercup, Iowa Blue, Scott's Dumpy.
Ice cream flavors?
Ben and Jerry?
Not even
Not
close.
ice cream flavors, no.
Are they
You're pink.
roses?
You know, you're
Oh,
close. They're not plants, but they are biological varieties.
are they bugs? No.
Potatoes?
Beth, one more time?
Potatoes?
No, that's a good guess. That you're getting closer. You're all getting
Mushrooms?
closer. Nope, but they're not plants. They're not plants.
Not plants. Could they be? Are they animals? Do they have 4 feet?
They are animals, but they don't have feet.
Oh.
They're chicken.
They are chickens, is what they are.
Well done.
I'm sorry. Scott's Dumpy is like the name of like a character who's really down on his luck or something.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Pogo character.
Oh, actually, Cinnamon Queen. That sounds like a really good band name too. I'm gonna write that down.
It does.
You know, whenever I put my big band together. Okay, now this is one from the history books. Silver Charm, Nyquist, Super Saver, Dust Commander, Count Turf.
Lawnmowers.
No, there were horses, weren't
Are
they?
they
No.
horses that won the Kentucky Derby?
They are courses that won the Kentucky Derby, but I feel like Jim
Wow.
put that
Yeah.
grid because
Because
when
that-
you hear the court
The
turf,
The Nyquist. Is it Nyquist?
Mhm.
Nyquist.
Yeah, was
That
named after
sounds. That
the
sounds
Red-
familiar.
It was named after the Red Wing player.
Ah,
that's-
really?
Oh.
Was it owned by the Red Wings?
No, I think it was somebody in Windsor.
No kidding.
So
Let's try this one on for size. Ballast, Nebish, Fighting, Walpole, and of course, Boy Blanc.
Islands.
Yeah, they are. They are islands where, Jim?
In the Detroit River.
Yeah, in the Detroit River.
Oh my goodness.
all Wow.
Wow.
Doesn't everybody know Nebish Island?
I know how long.
Jim's got property there. He's got the coastline.
Right, yes. Flag.
Well, it could be
Got like
worse.
a stud.
You could have some property on like Harson's Island, and it could all be like sinking below Lake St.
Right.
Clair.
Yes.
I feel badly. Our assistant dean in engineering and science, Liz Roberts-Kirchhoff, actually had a cabin where every year for the last 10 years they've been watching the lake approach the front of the house.
Ooh.
don't
That's
have it?
watching so many, like how many weekends has she spent like, oh, we're just putting more bags down.
Didn't
I mean,
she say
so much effort.
a recent meeting, and I'm not joking, because she has this sort of very, I mean it in the best way, stereotypical firefighter husband. They have filled over 3,000 bags of sand to block the water from coming onto their property.
Wow.
So-
Oh my
And
God.
they're
Amazing.
Do they still have it, or do they sell the house?
You know, they still do, but it's interesting. In the window that we've known the Great Lakes, and we can remember, like people your and my age, Dan, X number of years ago, we were scared, oh, the lakes are going to evaporate. And now they're higher than they've ever been in modern
Yeah.
history. It's amazing. Okay. Jim got Islands of the Great Lakes here. Let's try this one. Jennings, Masterson, Clancy, Ross, and the giveaway, Vizina.
Vesna. Isn't it? No, NHL trophies.
No, you're right. I was hoping that I would get a rise out of
minute.
it. Chow. There's trophies in the National Hockey League. Yeah.
Oh,
Now, come on, Dave. Follow through for us, our Canadian ringer. Do you know what each trophy is awarded for?
Okay, what were they again?
Jennings,
Goals against average by a pair of goalies.
Masterson,
It's an achievement award, for like overcoming something god awful terrible.
Clancy,
That's a King Clancy. Oh, ooh, that one I'm not sure of. That one's been. I think it's a division one. I can't remember. That one I can't.
How about Ross?
Art Ross was for scoring for one point. So.
And of course, Vezina, right?
Top goalie.
Top goalie of the year. That's right. We used to talk about these trophies a lot in Metro Detroit, but not
Other sports.
not so much. Okay, let's try this. Someone actually answered the correct answer for this one on a previous thing we did on this show, so this should be interesting. Brewed to Matter, Americone Dream, Glampfire Trail Mix,
Ben and Jerry's.
Urban Bourbon. Yep, Mara hit it. It's Ben and Jerry's flavors. Yeah.
oh my
So
goodness.
tasty.
Hold on. What was that last one, Matt?
Urban Bourbon.
Oh, good.
I don't know if I've ever heard Glampfire Trail Mix, but that's great. That's fantastic.
I love that.
They continue to innovate. Didn't they sell the company or something? And they're still making good flavors.
Are they still on the board or something like that?
Well,
They're still
there's no
involved.
easy way to put this. They were the first, I would say, what am I thinking here? Company-based institution that spoke out after the George Floyd incident with regard to this is the way we do business, and if you don't like it, never purchase our product, and we don't like you. I mean, it was very strong statement. Those two guys have a very high, social more to their company, and they put it on every product, which is pretty fascinating. Yeah. This is not a joke. It was a 42-page document that Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream published very soon after. Go check it out online. It's amazing.
Wow.
Let's try another set of 5 here. False Maria, Robbie, Spirit, Astro Boy, Uniblab.
Those
Uniblab
are they animated characters?
Mm,
No. Are they from video games?
The Uniblab
No.
was basically Space Rocket's robot. What were the other ones?
False Maria, Robbie, Spirit,
Okay.
Astro Boy, and Uniblab. And basically, you
Robot.
got it. They're all robots. Yeah, they're all robots.
Hmm.
Does
Well-
anybody, for bonus points, remember the sibling robot, because we're talking about NASA here, or Spirit.
Opportunity?
Opportunity was the name of the robot.
Where was the
Wow.
Gulf Maria from?
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. It's a great name, though. It's a great band name. Hold on, I'm going to write that one down.
Mm-hmm.
Metropolis. she was the robot in Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
He was the archetype for what became C-3PO, basically, for Star Wars, yeah. Okay, here's another one, a little more geographic. Ecuador, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, the Maldives.
I was near the
They're all
equator.
on the equator.
Who's near the equator?
All of these countries lie on their equator. For bonus on this one, there are, I got to be careful here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 other countries that are bisected by the equator. Can you name 2 of them?
Did somebody say Vietnam?
Not Vietnam.
Are we close with Vietnam? Indonesia?
Indonesia is on the list. Yes, Indonesia.
Okay.
And again, I'll repeat the ones you already know: Ecuador, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, the Maldives.
Venezuela?
Venezuela is not on the list.
What about India?
Brazil?
Brazil is on the list. Yes, Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah. The others are Colombia, Sao Tome and Principe, Republic of the Congo, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Kiribati. Today's geography lesson. Okay. There's nothing wrong with geography, right? This is going to be tricky. Clement the 11th, Innocent the 13th, Clement the 12th, Benedict the 14th, and Pius the 6th.
They're popes.
Popes.
Popes,
Popes who are married.
saints,
Popes who are married.
bishops.
No, they're all popes, but they're from a very specific timetable.
16th century. 15th century.
Actually, it says 18th here, Jim, but the fact that you are able to pull that off the top of your head, I'm giving you partial credit. I mean,
I was going to say they all baptized Jim when he was a child.
Wasn't there a pope that was married?
There were several.
There were several.
Yeah.
There were probably more that had
Many fathers.
non-marital affairs.
Well,
I can appreciate Dan, you attempting to make that joke at the very, very beginning, because it's probably a small number, and maybe 5 was it, right? Okay, we're getting another biological varieties one.
uh-oh.
Japanese sweet, rose fin apple, Russian banana, Austrian crescent, purple majesty.
Are those roses?
They're not, even though you see the imagery there, Mom, and it's not tea either.
Cherry trees.
Good guess, Kendra. They're not cherry trees.
Tea?
Is it edible?
Yeah, definitely edible. It's one of America's favorite things to eat.
Apples?
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah, I have to give it to Beth from a few minutes ago and Mara now. They're potatoes. Yeah, potatoes.
Oh,
Really? Where can you get those potatoes? That's what I was
Russian
like.
banana potatoes?
Sounds like
Never
a mixed
heard of
drink.
it.
Idaho.
Banana potatoes. Russian banana potatoes. There's a difference.
Say vodka just based on that.
Those are the potatoes that try to stay in power until 2036.
Yeah.
Couldn't help
But
it.
start sprouting long before that.
But it's a Fairlane potato.
Okay, let's try another one here. Dr. Aesop, Dr. Death, Dr. Double X, Dr. Moon, and holy smokes, now, speaking of band names, Gustav de Cobra.
Bad guys in comic books.
You are really, really close. You got to tell me what comic book.
One particular one.
It is a pantheon of lesser known villains of a relatively famous superhero.
Batman, Superman, Green Lantern.
Spider-Man.
These are villains of Batman, lesser known villains of Batman.
Oh.
Come on, Gustav de Cobra. This is awesome. Dr. Moon. You didn't even try very hard.
Dr. Death.
I thought they were going to be like wrestling names or something.
Yeah, I thought it was. That's what my guess was going to be.
Names would be good.
I can't help myself with the simplicity of it is childlike and for a good reason. There was some event a few years ago where my youngest, so he would have been 5 or 6 at the time, was making his own magic wand a la Harry Potter. Okay, so decorating it. And what was the first thing that he did? We love him so much, little Emmett. He, and I quote, cast a die spell on his brothers.
Wow.
It's like,
E or
he was doing it, out of, pure love, I'm sure. Oh my gosh.
Now, Matt, out of that list, I want to know, like, how do these villains come up with the, doctor term? Did they get PhD in evil or something like that? I mean,
yeah, evil medical school.
Evil.
Of course. Okay, let's try this one. We only have one more left here. We got to make it count. We've done really well with these questions, though, at least by my grading standards. Betty Jane Phillips, Martha Vickers, Elaine DeVry, Carolyn Hockett, Ava Gardner.
Ava Gardner?
Gardner was a movie star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Idaho.
Nope. Good guess.
North Carolina. Because Ava Gardner was.
That's true. That's true.
Let me think.
So these ladies have something else in common.
Is that their original names?
It may or may not be.
Oh.
They're all stage names?
I'm sorry, Jim?
Are they all stage names?
No, it doesn't have something to do with their names, but I don't know if they did have other names.
Did
Does it have to do with education? No.
Did they all play the same person in a different time?
That's a really, really
Oh, that's a good one.
But no, they
Got it.
played the same person in real life, if you catch my drift.
Oh, they were all married to the
Oh,
same.
they were all married to the same person.
Who was that?
Cary Grant?
I believe that there was a
Oh, is it Mickey
Mickey Rooney.
Rooney?
They're all Mickey Rooney's wives. That's right.
Just those 5 or 5 more too? Wasn't he married like 12 times?
Yeah, I think one was twice, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think that it's funny because why do I know anything at all ever about Mickey Rooney? Because they made fun of it on The Simpsons, where he introduces himself as America's greatest box office draw from 1936 to 1939.
Well,
that's what I know about Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney and Liz Taylor, I'm sure they kept the divorce attorneys happy. So,
my gosh, absolutely hilarious. Yeah, you guys, Dave, if you're writing this down on the old show sheet, we destroyed that set of questions too, and there was some Scott's Dumpy stuff going on in those set of questions. That was pretty incredible. Looking at our timetable here, I want to give us a nice wide berth for this next version of Ask the Professor Favorites, because it's a cool one. And Frank Burroughs and his family, for those who don't know, supplied us with a nearly infinite list for our favorite questions going into the future. And this time it's very interesting. What's your favorite scenic drive?
Blue Ridge Parkway for me.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. If I hadn't seen it myself, Jim, yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I went to Maine once, and we went up the coastline of Maine, and I don't think I've ever seen anything so beautiful as driving there.
Did you make it to Campbell Island, New Brunswick?
No.
Did you go to Canada?
No, I didn't. We did not go to Canada.
You were there in the pretty extreme fall too, Mom, if I remember correctly. So
yeah, they were predicting snow that night, and I believe before we left, we heard about Joseph being born.
That's right, my oldest. So
That's right. So, but it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen was Maine in the fall.
I have a special spot in my heart for just like the roads by my parents' house in Kentucky. Any of those roads. They have a lot of like, big, long, like green spaces. So not just all trees, which I love trees, but they have some trees and then they just have some green and then like those big rolls of hay. I love that.
Kendra, this is near Bowling Green, right?
Right. So South Central Kentucky.
Okay.
Lovely.
My answer to the question is actually relatively new in my life because I vacation with my my in-laws in extreme northwestern Michigan for the last few decades, and there is a stretch of road called M119 that's nicknamed the Tunnel of Trees. Trees on both sides have grown over the road.
Yep.
And it's just about one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I've never even been there in fall. I can only imagine it's even better.
I drove through there a couple years ago from Harbor Springs and Petoskey, and then up to Mackinac City. But yeah, we went through there. Mine would be M22. I'm not well traveled on the road around the country, but I would say M22 is a soft spot for me. I mean, I've traveled a lot in Ohio, but there's nothing in Ohio. Sorry, Ohio.
Hey, Beth, what's your answer to this question? What do we not know about the Pacific Northwest?
Oh, we got the time delay.
That's all right.
I can jump in here. I've got a couple. I'm from Finger Lakes region in upstate New York.
Oh, yeah.
Around any of the lakes. My favorite is probably Cayuga or Seneca Lake. Driving around those, you get amazing lake views and hills. And if it's summer, it's beautiful. If it's fall, it's beautiful. But a couple times, actually, I drove through Illinois to Iowa to go to the Field of Dreams Baseball Museum in Dyersville, Iowa, and taking US Route 20 from central Illinois all the way to the Iowa border at the Mississippi River is just spectacular. It's hill after hill, farmland. I drove it one night and it was like the sun was setting and there was this golden glow on just about everything for like an hour. It was just spectacular. So
that's
so many great places to drive.
I'm torn. I've got two choices for mine. I'm still not sure which one. The one between Banff and Lake Louise in Canada or Big Sur.
Big Sur.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm torn between those two, but they're both gorgeous and just nice, easy, cozy drive, different kinds of scenery, but one's with ocean, one's with just majestic mountains. So I'm torn. One of the two.
Absolutely. Beth, can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
I'm
Beth
afraid
is looking catatonic.
we might have whoa.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, Beth, what's your favorite drive from up in the Pacific Northwest?
Just go with Highway 101, Beth. You can't go wrong. The Oregon coast, spectacular.
Spectacular.
But I've already answered.
It is.
I'm afraid that this is all the time that we have for today. So the time has come to. Oh, there we go. When technology fails, Professor Chow will fill in the gaps. What can
Oh, darn.
Yeah, we're having some internet issues today, but that we'll blame it on the weather, and of course, be back all the better for the next time. So the time has come to say goodbye. Jim.
Goodbye.
Mara.
See ya.
Dave.
See ya.
Dan.
Bye.
Kendra.
Bye.
See
Jason.
you later.
And we'll catch up with you later, Beth. Mom.
Bye.
And now these words from University of Detroit Mercy. Ask the Professor is transcribed to the facilities of our houses, but we're still in the Department of Communication Studies in the College of Liberal Arts and Education at University of Detroit Mercy's McNichols campus. We're produced and technically directed by Michael Jason and Brian Masonville, and our executive producer is that guy right there, Professor Jason Roche. Until next week, I'm your host, Matt Maggio.